While people are arriving, I'm going to be playing this amazing leaf jumping video because it's magic and full of wonder. And everything is good here. I like this dog a lot. This dog is very happy. Coach Dan, do you like this dog? He's sitting in the corner. So if you're out there watching the stream today, say hi. Let me know that you're here. Leave me some fun emotes and stuff. Spam the chat box as you arrive. Oh, hi, Lucy. Do you like Stella the dog? Another person really likes the video too. Yay, I'm so glad. Yeah, we're just gonna watch Stella for a few minutes because this is good. Stella's a very good dog. Yeah, I wish it were fall so I could jump into a pile of leaves like Stella. I hope that I can maybe train Lily to do this someday.
Show me something?
We don't have like a lawn or anything where we would actually rake leaves. The only thing missing from my house, opportunity to rake leaves. Because there's just all these woods. And there's like no point. I love going from one pile to another. Oh, Stella the dog. This is good dog. Slow motion Stella. Oh my gosh. Other dog can't be bothered. Stella is thrilled. Oh, hi, Natalie. Good to see you. Fox. I got to meet Fox at Champs. I'm so happy you joined. I don't know if I'm ever going to get tired of watching this dog. Oh, this dog is the best. My heart to this dog. Oh, the tail. I swear, like, if you guys want, we can talk about roller derby at some point. But in the meantime, dog. We're here for dog talk at Power Through the Fourth Whistle. If you guys have a dog, tell me about your dog. We're gonna start with dog talk. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're coming to the end of the video. We're getting close. Oh, Stella! What a nose. I love Stella's nose. The struggles of Stella. Stella, no. Tell me you don't have struggles. I mean, that ball looks so far away. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide that. Oh, hi! This is my lovely background for Tail Wagging Podcast, which I'll be doing later. And it'll be great fun. How do I make this screen smaller? Boom. Okay. Now I'm looking at a screen, and now I can see you guys in the chat thing. Cool. Hi, holy crap. Hi, everybody. A Great Dane mix and a Husky mix. Oh, those are beautiful. Oh, someone needs to know the struggles. Maybe I can pull it up. I thought it was going to automatically feed into it, but it didn't. I don't know why. I'm going to look up. I'll look up Stella's struggles. Where'd she go? Oh, Coach Dan is telling me I missed it and that it was something really obvious. All right, here we go. I found Stella's struggles. Here we go. We're going to put Stella back on the screen. Oh no, Stella. Stella, come on. Come on, Stella. You can do it. It's so close. It's so close to you. You got this, Stella. Stella. The cookie is so close. Oh, Stella, come on, girl. Oh, good dog. Come on. You can do it. Look at the tongue. It's so... Oh, my gosh. Does your tongue have a magnet in it? Like, what's happening? It's like going opposite. Oh, you did it. Oh, good job, Stella. Oh, Stella, why are you sad? What is it, Stella? Oh no. What? Why is Stella sad? Oh. Oh, she's Stella's sad because lost ball. Stella not allowed to go into the road. Ball was in road. That would be bad. Don't want to be a bad dog. Got to be a good dog. I would like ball. I would like ball, please. I would really like to have ball. Oh, that's a happy Stella. What happened? Your legs stopped working. Oh, Stella, get the blue ball. This blue ball for Stella. It's so close to you. You almost get it. You don't want to fall in that water. Oh my. Oh, it's so close. Oh no. Oh my gosh, Stella, your struggle is real. Oh. Epic splash. Stella's a hero. You did it. You did it. You did it. Oh, Stella, you forgot. Stella, you lost the ball. What is it you want? You want branch? Why do you need branch? Oh, that's a good idea. Just bring the whole tree down. That's fine. I'm sure that's a realistic goal. You can do it. Sure, you can make a tree fall. Oh, okay, saved stick. Stella happy. Oh, Stella. This is a realistic struggle. Now what, Stella? Oh no, Cookie. Another Cookie struggle. Oh no. My cat Lupin's been doing this a lot lately. He plays with a toy and then he gets it stuck underneath something and then he looks at me like, human fetch? Human fetch toy? Human fetch toy for Lupin. Stella, your problem solving is off the chain. Crushed it. Close up chewing. Awesome. And it's not a cookie like I thought. Looks more like an English muffin. All right, so we're just going to leave Stella going on in the back. Dream big, Stella. Would anyone like to talk about, I don't know, roller derby? Or should we keep it on dog talk? I'm fine either way. Like, I'm here for you. Like, we can talk about whatever you like. What are you trying to get now? Is that a piece of orange? I don't even know what that is. Stella, you brought it closer, pushed it further away. Oh my. Sad big eyes. The editor really loved all the slow motion capture of Stella. So last night I had a Zoom chat with Bork 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 from Windy City, and that is going to be the episode for this week. That's going to come out on Sunday. Just got to do a little bit of editing, and that'll be ready to go. And we decided to talk not really about the biggest topic everyone's talking about right now. We kind of let that rest a little bit. And it's going to be a good episode because it's about a topic people ask about a lot, and that is league rebuilding. Because Windy City went through, like all these years of being at the top in the D1 level. And then in 2015, there was a whole bunch of like retirements and transfers and whatnot. And they fell down in the rankings. And so after that, they had to figure out how to rebuild. And I thought that would be a really good topic from a team that successfully rebuilt, because now they are quite a bit higher in the rankings again. And it was a really good and exciting conversation. And I really enjoyed meeting Bork for the first time. It's a good time. Put that away for now. Videos of corgis belly flopping into the water. That would be really fun. Oh, you watched Whip It because you needed more derby in your life. Yeah. How does Whip It feel on the rewatch? It's been a long time since I watched it. It was actually the first thing that got me into roller derby, was watching that movie. And at the time I was like, I really like the idea of this sport, but I'm not sure if I'm this type of person. I don't know if I'll fit in. I don't know if I'm enough of this, because everyone was such a big overblown character, you know, the derby personas, the outfits, everything the way derby was at that time. I really like where derby is now, because it feels like a place I can fit in a little bit better, because I wasn't always cut out for that. Lucy asks for any tips for more control when outdoor skating. It's my first venture into outdoor skating and it's so different. I for sure ate it. Some loose asphalt going down a hill. I'm wearing my gear, so it's all good. So yeah, outdoor surfaces will get you. My teammates had a lot of fun poking fun at me one summer when they wanted to go to a trail skate all together, and I said, I don't fall anymore, so I don't need my knee pads. And everything was for sure going super swell until they decided to suddenly change in direction and go not just downhill, but on a path that was like angling down and around. And it was a sidewalk, so it had like the little interruptions in the pavement. And then they also decided to kind of stop and not keep going down the hill. So I had to try and shoot myself off into the grass at the last minute. Did not quite make it all the way to the grass. Got lots of grit and horrible things into my knees. And it was a horribly embarrassing experience, because the only thing anyone had to help me stop the bleeding was a panty liner. It's it's a horrible thing to have out in public on your knees, but they all wanted to go to the what's the place called? The outdoor brewing thing. Anyway, they wanted to go to a place where you could sit outside and drink, and
I call it not worth it.
Coach Dan calls it not worth it. Little Fleet's what it's called. So I was very sad when that happened, because I felt like really good about myself and my ability, and then like a perfect storm of things happened, and it was just bad luck that happened. It otherwise never would have happened, and I would have been totally fine. But for outdoor skating, I definitely recommend wearing your knee pads. Plenty of extra time to stop. And when it comes to going downhill, especially, it's hard to maintain a plow going down the whole way. It probably won't happen for you very easily. You can try, but I find it's really good, especially on something steep, to try and set up like a stepping plow. Just be like, meh, meh, meh. Does this make sense when I do this with my hands? Do you feel your feet doing this? Because that's what I'm trying to convey. You just kind of step down carefully. I got real good at stepping in the grass on my skates, because I skated outside for 2 years before I found roller derby and knew that it existed. So it was all subdivision skating for me. I didn't even know how to do stops back then. So I would literally skate up to a mailbox and then grab it. And that's how I stopped. And if I went down a driveway, it was kind of like, and then I'd go up the driveway very carefully. I don't know how much we've worked on the stepping forward and stepping backwards with stompy feet. But, you know, when you step forward, your toes are pointed in. And then when you step back, you kind of step back like this. Those types of movements really help when you're hitting any kind of incline or decline. Fox says, I didn't watch the Derby so much. Just enjoyed the thought of Derby. Yeah. Yeah, the thought of Derby is actually probably the good thing right now. It's hard for any of us to plan because we don't have a timeline. And I can tell things have changed so much in 1 week already. Like last week when we had our team Zoom meeting, it was a lot of giggles. It was mostly upbeat, a lot of laughter, just genuine happiness to see each other, and then giggled because you didn't know what to say. All the good stuff that you do when you're awkwardly video chatting. And this week was very, very, very different. We had some of the same people, some different people got to tune in this time. And it was a much more somber, much more sober experience because this was the week that my state decided to uh, effectively, I'm using the term lockdown, but I've been told lockdown is the wrong term because that would imply that there's military outside forcing us to stay in. And that's not what's happening at all. The governor just said, hey, please, officially only essential travel for the next 3 weeks, please. And at that point, it no longer became we made a choice to self-isolate. It became now we have to. And it's funny how that subtle change made it feel different. And people are just seeing different things out there. And my teammates shared a lot of experiences of things they were seeing that honestly were really sad. It was really depressing. I love my teammates. I was glad that they got a chance to express themselves. But honestly, between, you and me and the internet, I got off that call and just cried. I just let out some crying. And I told Coach Dan about it. And then I sucked it up and made dinner and moved on. You have a feeling, you let it out, you move on. And that's what it is now. I can just tell things are changing because it gets more real all the time. And if everyone had just been told, hey, it's going to be like 2 weeks and then we're all going to be back out there playing derby, I don't think a whole lot would have changed. I think people would have kept to their regular training regimen. They would have been working out real hard. They would have been keeping up to date on things. Leagues probably would have made requirements for their skaters and the skaters would have done it. But with all the uncertainty, it's kind of unrealistic for any of that to happen as everyone's kind of going through their own thing mentally and not knowing how long and not knowing just how this is going to go. So now we're in a place where we want distraction more, where maybe we don't want to think about derby all the time and we're just looking to anything that makes us happy, new hobbies. If anyone is working on a new hobby right now, please let me know in the chat. If you have picked up something that you haven't picked up in a while or trying something new, I would love to hear about it. I've noticed the difference online as Twitter was the first to fall morale-wise. Twitter's never been a positive place in my experience, but I think it was the first one to go down. I had to start hiding people this week because they're just so angry. And I read something this week that I very much agree with, and it was that this challenge that we're all going through right now, it's going to kind of expose each of us and make us more of what we already are. So if you already have some anger, there's going to be more. If you already have some anxiety, that's going to be more. And people are kind of showing that with how they're reacting, whether they're shouting about politicians or, just expressing emotions in a way that's kind of just, it's not helping anybody. It's not. Facebook was the next place that started to go downhill. I was very happy to see some friends trying valiantly to put up a lot of pictures of horses in the newsfeed this week. I thought that was a good effort. I think the more animal photos and videos, the better. Like, thank you, Stella, for your leaf jumping. You are doing your part. And I've noticed just the overall social engagement has gone down. And I think that's because people are withdrawing in. If they're seeing negativity in the newsfeed, they're getting off of Facebook. If they're seeing it on Twitter, they're getting off of Twitter. I think there's still a lot of people on Instagram because that's still a pretty glowy place. but I've just seen it like I've put up a few things on our Facebook page this week, and it's just not getting the same level of social engagement. And I don't think it's anything I'm particularly doing differently. I think people are just kind of, if I can't play right now, I don't want it in my face all the time. So they're not going out and seeking it. There's still plenty of diehards who are wanting to get their fill of Derby, but there's going to be a lot of people who just want space right now and just want time because they don't know when they're going to get it back. And it's almost like, well, it's not exactly a breakup. It's like a picture your loved one, your partner is going on a really long trip and you don't know how long they're going to be gone. Would you want them in your face all the time so that you remember that they're gone and you always feel that pain? Or would you sometimes get some space from that and go distract yourself doing something else and then just call them every once in a while? I think that's kind of the relationship with Derby that we're seeing. Fox picked up guitar for the first time in almost a year. Oh, that's nice. Do you have a favorite type of music or favorite song you like to play? Or maybe a favorite artist? I play a little bit of ukulele, as you know, very little bit. There was a year or so where I pursued it real hard and was kind of in a band, and that was really fun. And I think that was the biggest part of why I enjoyed pursuing the instrument was I liked playing it with my friends. Ukulele is a really happy instrument. It's really fun to learn. It's so user-friendly and easy to pick up. But I kind of lost touch with practicing it after I didn't have a reason to, after the band kind of didn't happen anymore. That would be a good thing to get out again, though. I've been looking at it longingly, thinking maybe. But at the same time, I'm real deep I'm in my puzzles now. And also picking up crafts and making them. So, what else have you guys been up to lately? Feel free to fill me in. Coach Dan, you got anything? He's just sitting in the corner. He's here in case anything goes wrong.
I get to work harder.
He's working harder. Cool.
Yeah.
So, it's just such an interesting situation right now with what everybody's going through. I know I'm mostly kind of ducking out of Derby because I can't participate right now and just trying to let myself heal. This was a good week. Last week was really hard. This week was a little better. Found a way to get some more sleep because my kitten had been waking me up every morning. And now we're I'm like looking around because I expect him to show up any minute. My other cat just showed up in the room, which was interesting. We've been locking him in the upstairs bathroom with a litter box at night. And then the whole rest of the family, dog, cat, and Coach Dan, me, we all hide in the downstairs guest bedroom. And then we turn on like the fan to cancel noise. And if he cries or something, then we just try not to hear him. And seeing as how like I went through at least a good 4 weeks of not getting good sleep, and now I've had like almost a full week of sleep, I feel like I'm actually improving with my concussion. It's fantastic. It'll help a little bit. Fox likes punk rock music. Awesome. That's so great. I bet that's really fun to play. I play a lot of ridiculous, weird music. My
punk music. You just play the pop punk music from that fad in the 90s and 2000s. You're like Blink-182.
I don't think I've played Blink-182 on the ukulele, though.
Probably not, but you sure did on the drums.
I did on the drums. I also played drums in that band. I switched back and forth between the two instruments. That was a good time. Oh, man. Drums and Blink-182. Now, that's a thing. That's a thing that is entertaining. I play a lot of silly things. Like, I like Disney songs and obviously cartoon theme songs. Um, oh, I really love the song towards the end of Care Bears 2, the movie, where they're paddling in the little boat. I love that song. Would you guys like to watch some more Derby together? I think that would be fun. I'm gonna put some Derby on. Whoop! Haha! This is a different one than the one we watched last time. So, like I said last week, I think it's really hard for us to be motivated when we can't do the thing, but the emotions that we feel while watching the video helps us remember what those emotions are like when we actually get to play. And I think that it's going to be stuff like this that's going to keep us going, keep us motivated. Like if you don't have the motivation to train, but you really do want to train, then a little bit of this can help get you there. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oof. I'm sorry, I'm feeling the feelings. Oh. You can do it. Stay in bounds. Stay upright. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna go pick another one. That was good times. Boop. Let's watch this one. Ooh. Hi, Hydra. How you doing? Yeah, we still see you. You're still on the screen. I wonder what advice is being given here. Like, do the things. Remember the things we did in practice? Maybe do those. I think that's what every coach says on the bench. Don't forget to do the things we work on. Hey guys, how about that idea? Coach Dan says he's never said that. I'm making it up. Oh, yeah. Hey friends, what do your coaches say on the bench? What are the things you hear most often? I'm just curious. Coach Dan is very curious. What are the things you get told throughout the game? I think one of my favorites is, calm down. You know how to play roller derby. Remember when we knew how to play? How about we just take a deep breath and then do it? That would be cool. That was some nice side surfing. Oh, Dewey Lion. Oh, I think this is the one we actually watched last week, now that I'm thinking about it. I assumed it was the latest one on the page. But I do remember the struggle from Rachel Rotten. And that hit. Oh my gosh. Alright, we have a question from a roller derby new. Is there roller derby for men too, or is it exclusively for women? There is a men's league. It's called MRDA. You know what? I can probably find some highlights from them too. Has anyone seen kaio-kensi on Instagram lately? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is funny. In fact, let's go do that real quick. Let me see. Instagrams. Kaio-kensi. Does that work? Sorry, the men have to wait a minute because yeah, one day Kai dressed up her toilet. That was a thing. Then one day this was a thing that happened. I don't know if I'm too old for TikTok, but people are really bringing it with the TikTok lately. I don't think it's my thing, but I am really commending those who are good at it because I wouldn't have thought of this. And I'm not sure what is happening, but it's so just Disturbing. Oh, I really like this one. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Turn her up a little bit.
Welcome to Wake Up in Self-Isolation. I'm your host, Kaio-kensi. Today, we're going on location to bring you, the viewers, the inside scoop about what's happening out there.
I love the blue hair.
We're starting today's segment with our correspondent, Kaio-kensi, who's in the field with your weekly sports update.
All by myself, don't wanna be all
You haven't seen this yet. I think Coach Dan's crying.
All right, sports are canceled. Remember sports? Those are the days, huh?
Oh, that was a good one. And oh, I love this one a lot. This one was the first one. Let's play this one. This takes me back hearing this theme music. If you know what show it's from, call it out in the chat. It was a classic. Learned a lot of life lessons watching that show. Wow, that was really close. Alright, I'm gonna look up some MRDA for our roller derby noob. Let's find some. I wonder if they have like a cool highlights thing. If they did, it might be here. This is a lot of just full games. I'd rather just show it how it is. Sorry, he's making fun of me for grumbling, but continue to grumble I shall. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up Mr. Testosterone's Instagram. MRDA player. Let's find a cool one. What's this one? I don't know. We're gonna find, ooh, how about this? Whee! Well, that's just stunts, but it's pretty awesome. That's just... Yeah, that's awesome. Let's find another one. Oh, here's one where you're gonna interact with other people. That's actually... That would be good. Let's do that. Video bigger. Oh, we were gonna block... Nah. Then just dancing. This probably happens during games. Oh, pumps denied. Oh my. And that's happening. So this is what it looks like in MRDA. This is a realistic expectation of what you could expect in every game. I'm isolating Mr. Testosterone because I was actually going to go to a clinic that he was doing, but that got canceled. Wah, wah. So instead, I'm going to just interview him next week, which will be pretty cool. Oh, that wasn't as exciting as I hoped it would be. I thought it was going to be a thing, but we're just seeing a lot of camaraderie and sportsmanship and good feels. That's nice, too. I was hoping for, like, derby derbs. I'm just looking for people together. Okay, this might be physical contact. It looks possible. Oh, first fist bump. You gotta do the obligatory fist bump first. My parents called me today and they're asking me on the phone, do you think people will shake hands anymore after this? They seem really concerned. I don't know. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm certainly not gonna never touch people again after we're done with this. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, it's on my screen over here. It's making fun of me because I don't know how. Oh, hi! There's the chat thing. I'm learning about technology. Flux likes TikTok. Cool. I'm a little older than you, Flux. I'm old and set in my ways. I'm not sure if I'm ready for TikTok. Try HitSquadTV. That's a good idea. MRDA is like the same sort, but so different. Yeah, what do you guys think the biggest differences are between WFTDA and MRDA? Where I stand, I feel like in WFTDA, there's a lot more team blocking. And then in MRDA, there's a lot more individual blocking and individual skills. And it's just a different type of gameplay. And I actually trained with a lot of MRDA players when I started. We had kind of a mixed league in that they didn't have enough members or funds yet to have their own practice times and space. So when I was a part of Circle City Derby Girls in Indianapolis, the Race City Rebels practiced with us. And so I took a lot of my first hits from some big dudes. Oh, this is Roller Derby, Hit Squad commercial. That's pretty cool. Oh, 4 years ago. How much has roller derby changed in 4 years? Should we find out? I'm a little afraid. I see a lot of fishnets here. Let's see what we got here. Four years. Everyone, this is roller derby from the past. We're looking at our ancestors. As if I wasn't playing roller derby at this time. I certainly was. Oh my. Way to try to protect that inside line though. Oh, valiant effort. So much commitment. Nice spinny spin. Woof. Oh, leg tangle. That was probably a little bit. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, finger guns.
How wholesome.
That was wonderful. If anyone has ever shot finger guns while playing roller derby, you have to let me know in the chat. It's a requirement. I have to know. The one-on-one and recycling is so different. Yes, absolutely. You kind of know when you're past the walls in WFTDA. I don't feel like you know in MRDA when you're done because I don't think they're ever done. I think there's always somebody who's like, I think I'd like to keep playing roller derby, whether or not I'm supposed to be. Let's see. Maybe I can find... Well, this looks intriguing. All I do is highlight reel roller derby compilation. Nice. That's not roller derby. What is this? It's colorful. Woo! Nice line work. Hi, Raf. Good music choice. I'm feeling it. I'm down. I haven't heard this version of it though. Oh hey, we were just talking about you. Here you are in this video. Ooh, I love this song. I didn't expect to hear Greatest Showman soundtrack in this. I saw that that movie is on YouTube TV right now. I'm gonna watch it later. Ooh, nice height. I don't know this song, but I know these skaters. Aww, cute little ones. Yes, young people also play roller derby. There is junior roller derby. It's very wholesome. Oh, I love jammers talking to each other in the penalty box. That's very wholesome too. I literally had one of those jammer one-on-one interactions last season. Oh yeah, you got this, little one. Whee! Oh! Whoa! And then there was that. Oh yeah, because it's the Mad Max Fury Road versus the Matrix. I saw that game. That was a good game. I just realized that this compilation is 23 minutes long. That's a lot. Wow. All right, I'm gonna go back and look at the chat again, see what you guys are up to. Yes, there's always another blocker. Let's see. I don't know if this is the best representation of MRDA. We're probably going to pass on the Magic Mike versus Chippendales video. I don't know. Is that what you guys are in the mood for? You can tell me.
Get out of it.
So yeah, things are interesting. Oh, let's check this out. Here's a highlight reel from some MRDA. This is a good opportunity to see what's up. Whoa. Oh my. Ultra pixely for some reason, but maybe it'll catch up. Yeah, logos. Cool. Yep, see that one-on-one blocking there? I would like to stop you, but you didn't. How about me? Nope. I'm going to stop the jammer all by myself. Nope. Is your team gonna stop me? No, probably not. By myself? Nope. How quickly it just goes to bridging and all by myself blocking. Woo! Mr. Testosterone Jammer on jammer action. You don't get out though. I believe. Thumbs up. Nice. Just a difference in styles. Nice jump. like the bench staff. Like, you alive? Cool. That was some nice recovery right there. Okay, too smooth. That was hella smooth. A lot of good one-hand touch rule happening in this highlight reel. Kind of amazing. I know there's a lot of people who specifically train for that with their core. I'm still figuring out the best way to do it myself. Wow, so much bodies. Oh, you went out of bounds. I always find the camera. He's like winking at the camera. Whoa! Okay, an example of a blocker trying to do an apex jump backwards to get the run back. Didn't work in this case, but I really appreciate the effort. Going right through those arms, for sure. There's so much happening. Oh, camera. Wow. Whoa. Wait, can I stop scoring points yet? I have so many. I guess I'll get some more. This is fine. Alright. That is MRDA. Big O last year. Big O this year was canceled. Oh. You look tired. Probably scored a lot of points. Lucy went down the rabbit hole of watching clips of Chicks and Bowls skaters. Yeah, it's really sweet. We've got a little skate park in Traverse City. We've gone to it a few times as a group. It's real hard to get time in there because there's all these kids, and in my experience, kids don't always think it's cool when adults are wearing full protective gear, and so we have to show up in a group so that little kids don't pick on us. And then we learn how to skate in a bowl. But I think we did get approval for a Chicks and Bowls Traverse City, so I think the plan was going to be to pursue that a bit this year. Put that off for the second. Boop-a-doop. And Fox says one hand touch is one of my goals. Yes, it would be very, very, very cool. Yep. So, besides the one hand touch, does anybody out there, do you guys each have like a goal you're thinking about for when we do get back to Derby, or are you just kind of giving yourself some space from Derby right now? You can let me know. Before taking time away, I was working on backwards hockey stops and 1 foot hockey stops. I was working on those and trying to get them nice and tight so that I could do a skating video about them. As I feel pretty good about my regular hockey stops. and I'm real close on the 1-foots. It really depends on what kind of wheels I have and what kind of surface it is and where I'm at on the track. I was getting there. I was actually closer with my 1-foot backwards hockey stop than my 1-foot forwards hockey stop, if that makes sense. That's where I was at with cool things to work on. And I was also working on doing a little bit more hitting. I've traditionally, it's funny, when I started out jamming, I was kind of a pusher. And then after getting hurt a few times, I was doing a lot more agility and avoidance of hits. And then more gradually in the last year or so, I've been working on just being able to blast people again in the best and safest way possible for those moments when you absolutely do need to do something, because sometimes you can dance all day long, but you ran out of time. Like your plan was going to work, but you needed it to happen just a little bit faster to get lead. And so I'm trying to work on more of my hits and aggression as a jammer for those moments when I don't have time to dance. I would love to dance all day and not get hit at all. That would be lovely. I'd be fine with it. But sometimes you don't have the time. Let's see. Rose says, wanting space from Derby, but working on the business side, we can't stop. So my goal is survival. Yeah. I think we're all trying to survive. Our business is taking a hit right now, too, because we can't ship our apparel to Amazon. They are making it a priority, of course, to have medical supplies and food and hand sanitizer and different things like that they can ship to people. So they're not accepting any more shipments of apparel into their warehouses, which means if less people can have Prime shipping to get their Harry Potter t-shirt or whatever, then less people are going to be buying our stuff right now. So that's a thing with us, but it's okay. We'll be okay. Fox was still looking for my first charter game. It was supposed to be last weekend. Yeah. It's really tough when you were so close. You were so close. It was right there. It was like, but you also want to work on providing offense. That's a really good thing to work on, because offense is this tricky thing where it's not easy, because every person you do it against is going to be different. Sometimes you're going to be successful at like hitting someone out. Sometimes it's a better choice to just sit on them or create a pick or something. And there's so much situational things. Like with offense, you often make a plan in your mind and then throw that out the window and make something up. So you always have to adapt to what's actually happening. Like you thought this was a great idea, but now the situation has changed. The people you were going to act upon have moved, and different body types usually have different types of offense that work better against them, different positions. And probably most importantly of all is finding that teamwork with your jammer. If you're going offense to help your jammer, you have to know what your jammer wants and what your jammer is really good at. Is your jammer good at blasting through and going fire jammer and executing hits? Is your jammer no hits, dance, 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 I want the line? Does your jammer jump real high? Maybe you get the line for them. It really depends on your jammer's preferences and particular attributes to what you can do for them that's going to be really helpful, because there's nothing worse than you created a giant hole and your jammer's on the other side of the track being like, I wanted the outside line. And you're like, but why? But why? I did this for you. I gave you a gift and you blew it up. It didn't work. So it's so tough, because that's a skill that's hard to work on right now without other people to touch and hit and, whip if you're helping your jammer. It's a tough one. So I think that's one of those things where probably the best course of action to try and get better at it would be to keep watching footage, find somebody who's really good at offense and study them. One of my favorites is Akers on Denver. Akers is excellent at offense, really good at just switching from offense to defense, being that lone person who's going back and forth, bridging, coming back for defense, coming back and helping you, always watching, and takes a really good star pass too, which is another good thing for offense, being able to take a good star pass. Lucy says, I still have goals for sure. Feel like Derby is something still keeping me going. I'm still working out at home because I want to accomplish goals later, you know? I know. I don't know if I'd be doing as much as I am if it wasn't for Derby. And it's still a mental relief for me to do my workout, have time for me. Then it's back to family stuff. Yeah, I miss working out so much right now. I think if I didn't have my concussion, I would absolutely be working out real hard every day because that would be my release. That would be my outlet. That would be my endorphins. And I love it. I love going running with my dog. I love doing intervals. I love doing battle ropes and box jumps. And I think I would just be hitting it real hard because why not? Especially without having to recover from contact at practice. I feel like I could just go for it. I could work on my gains and my agility and my speed, and I could work on everything. And for me, that's what would be motivating me right now if I could. I would be absolutely doing that in an alternate reality where I didn't have a concussion. So, I mean, the timing is still good that it happened now because there's no pressure, but I miss it so much. I actually pulled out my little workout notebook the other night to just kind of see when's the last time I did a thing, because it's so tough for me. I kind of like looked back in time and I'm like, okay, there were 5 days where I just went walking, and then I did a bunch of strength training, and then I took 3 days where I just walked, and then I did more strength training. And I could tell that last week when I did some strength training on Friday before coming in here and then doing the streaming, it all ended up being a lot. And I had like a pretty bad headache the next day with all those things combined together, plus the lack of sleep I was getting from Deer Kitten Lupin. And now I've had 6 nights of sleep, and I have only been walking since like last Saturday. And I was getting out my notebook because I'm like, can I lift now? Can I lift now? Can I do something now? And I kind of made a promise to myself, like, how about wait a few more days and then try to add it in again? And it's so hard to hold back when you want to go. And I do want to go, but just because I'm gradually feeling better doesn't mean I should go pedal to the metal and rush at it again. I have to keep it safe. I kind of want to go back to the WFTDA channel. Where's one I haven't seen yet? Ooh, this one looks good. I'm going to put one of these back on again. Let's watch this one. Ooh. Oh. Everyone was so happy in that game. Hi, Freight Train. It was a nice dip attempt. Oh my. Nice. Coming through. Ooh. Oh, this game was so good. Ooh. Ooh. Derby. Short and sweet. All these suggested videos that they keep popping up. They're pretty funny. Oh, this one's a new one. Um, That was persistence. Nice recovery. Ooh, your ankles. Get the crowd going. What a crowd. There's like nobody at these things. And yet some of the most amazing derby in the world is being played at these playoffs. Ooh, you went out of bounds. You need to go back. Or just, you know, breakdance. Breakdancing is an option. Good job. Oh, a bunch of my league mates were a part of that exhibition at Champs this year. I was not a part of the league at the time, only just transferred in, but was excited to rewatch that game and see my teammates. Yeah, there was a Michigander in that game too, Ashtray from Flint. It was pretty cool to see. There's just always something about seeing people you know playing. That's so nice. It's just real exciting being on that floor with everybody else. Ah. Oh, we've seen that video a million times. That's probably the one from the commercials where they all dance. Did anyone go watch the WFTDA Getting Off Track with Lady Trample and Scald Eagle? And also Jumpy? How was it? I missed the part with Lady Trample and Scald Eagle. I came in for parts of Jumpy later. Scald's whiteboard? What was Scald doing with a whiteboard? I can only imagine. Does anyone have any questions or anything that you've always been wanting to get over to the podcast that you'd like to talk about? Anything that's been on your mind? I know it's hard because there's like a lack of urgency and a lack of being able to work on some things right now. In the episode coming out this week, it's a lot about league organization and culture and rebuilding and just making your league a place where people feel like they can come in and feel comfortable, especially if they've never been in a sport before. Just making it more user-friendly, accessible, welcoming, and flattening the communication structure so that you know who your leaders are and you can get in touch with them anytime you want. Information can be found and you can find it anytime you want. It's going to be all that kinds of stuff. So it's a really good episode. They did a thing where they had to write answers on a whiteboard about each other. Oh, like, isn't there a game show that does that? Where partners have to answer questions about each other? I don't remember because I don't think I watched it. But that's really cute. That sounds funny. I like it. Yay! I'm curious. Like, I came into this week's episode and last week's episode with very little plan. You guys are welcome to call in if you want. There's a way to do that. Let me know if you want to call in on voice, whatever, for a question. But I was kind of thinking, if we do this again next week, just do something that has very little to do with the biggest topic everyone's talking about and very little to do with the larger worries about the future of roller derby. And you guys just want to like refashion some t-shirts and make crop tops and stuff, because it's something I'm pretty gifted with a pair of scissors, and I can cut up t-shirts real good, I've been told, because my teammates are always asking me, how'd you do that? And I could come in with some projects and we could just craft together and make t-shirts real cute. So that is an option. If you guys are interested in that, we could set that up for another week. You just let me know. My first and only so far crop top got a little too short, so I'd be up for that. Yes, there is such a thing as your crop top getting too short. Everyone has a certain level of comfort. For me, most of the time, because I have a short torso anyway, my crop top will like hit me perfectly where my like high-waisted pants or leggings or whatever I have, like they'll just kind of come together right there, which is good for me. Like if I get a little bit of belly button showing when I reach for something and then I come back down and it's back in place, that's my comfort level. I don't go too much further than that. I have a couple that are shorter because they came that way, but if I'm making my own, that's where I like to have them. That's a good one where you maybe have a comparable shirt nearby that you already know is a good length, and then you just try to match that, make it work. But yeah, there's a lot of fun things you can do with like some styles work better with like unisex style shirts where it's a little bit looser and you can play around with it, make it a halter top or do some fun stuff with the backs or make big old because who needs sleeves anyway? Like just take them out, just take them all out. Sleeves gone, bottom of shirts gone. Sometimes the collar, let's take that off too. And then we just make something that feels real good to wear. Holy Crap says, sounds cool. Would you like to make some shirts with us, Holy Crap? I'm glad you stuck around for fashion talk on Power Through the Fourth Whistle. It's what we're here for. Coach Dan, are you going to come for fashion? No? No, just not. Are you going to show your face today or are you just going to hide in the corner?
Fine.
He's fine. Coach Dan is fine. He's right there. I bet Coach Dan makes a great model. I don't know, Coach Dan, could we get you in a crop top next week?
No,
He's making a face that says that's not happening. What if we raise money for a good cause?
no.
I don't know. What if we donated a bunch of money to charity and then you'd wear a crop top?
I'm my favorite charity.
He says he's his favorite charity. So, Coach Dan in a crop top is not a viable option at this time. Send your tweets to @CovertGoBlue. Or not. Rose says fashion is a super important topic. It is.
There are better uses for money and fashion than putting me in crop top.
He's just mumbling things quietly under his breath about crop tops not being an essential fashion for him. That's fine. If I'm old and stuck in my ways, he is older and more stuck in his ways. I think you heard me. It's fine. I need to work on a bout fit for my home team season. Do you guys still do bout fits for home season and stuff? That's pretty cool. I remember back in the day, I felt like I had to have a different outfit for every game. And for me, it became very stressful. I didn't like having to choose what to wear, but I did like seeing all the different creativity from my teammates. It was a pretty fun time, especially for Halloween bouts. Has anyone ever been in a Halloween bout? Let me know in the chat. It's a really good time. One year we did Halloween versus Christmas, and I could be drafted to either team. And if I was going to be in the Halloween team, I was going to be Jackie O'Lantern. And if I was going to be on the Christmas team, I was Jackie Frost. I ended up on the Christmas team. I had a real cute, like, elf costume looking thing. It was a fun time. Some do. I really want nothing too crazy, but still want to add some fun stuff to it. Yeah, like there's always a way to show your personality. It's a good time. I have a really fabulous helmet right now. It was that type that was, I'm blanking out on, help me out. What's the brand that makes the really cute skates for skate parks and stuff? The really beautiful pastels and all that. What are those skates? Moxie. Moxie. It's the Moxie brand S1 helmet. So it's got all the cute little cartoon stuff on it, and I love it so much. You rarely see it in games, though, because I am almost always helmet cover. Yes. Fox was there with the Moxie. Good job. Wearing hats was fun. I miss wearing hats. Wearing hats was good time. Put hat on head. We actually have a whole drill that's about practicing taking the hat off, putting hat back on again. So when they did those videos recently where they were kind of doing the hat challenge, the off on, I was like, man, we'd nail that. We never took a video ourselves for our team, though. We probably should have, because we're really good at it now. It's just kind of a star pass relay where you hand off the star, someone sprints around the track, puts it on, takes it off, hands it to their partner again, and it just goes and goes and goes. And it's real good endurance, and it's fun. And I really like partner endurance because you're not just going for you, you're going for them. And that makes it real nice. It's good teamwork, good bonding. I feel like I am ready to find more cute doggos. I don't want a dank doggo meme. Pupper, what is a doggo? Super happy dogs. We're gonna go with super happy dogs for a minute. Is that dog happy? I don't think that dog is happy. Dog's sad. Dog's sleepy.
We just got back from the vet. See, his legs are shaved. He had some general anesthesia.
Baby.
And he's really, really, really high. He's not moving well. He's still wobbling. And this is how you know a golden retriever is high.
So sweet. Oh no. Ball. I don't even want to look at Ball. This is how we are with Derby right now. Like, don't show me this. Can't do it right now. Aw. Trampoline doggo. Oh my. Ah. You're very tall.
Nora, what is this?
Oh, that is chewed up so much. That has seen better days. Got it. It reminds me of something that happened. Lily, our chocolate lab, her dad, a black lab, came to visit last summer for a bit, and he loves to play fetch, and he would just run after the stick all day. We'd kept throwing it into the water, and he'd swim out and get it and bring it back. Well, oddly enough, Lily likes chasing the stick. She doesn't so much want to chase it in the water. She doesn't want to go get it in the water as much. So she was doing a real clever thing where she would wait for him to go get it, bring it almost all the way back, and then she would come just swim up along next to him and then grab it and take it away. It was really sneaky. My dog's a little smart. Oh, look at that. Oh, foul. There's a foul on the play. Oh, look at the pain, the anguish, the fluffiness. Oh my gosh. I hope if nothing else that this has been a good distraction for everybody today. This is what we're up to. We're just being real distracting. Hi. Oh my. Yeah, hi. Mmm. Hey, you know it's a door, right?
This is the board.
I got this. I got this. I got this. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I've been ready for this all my life.
Good job.
Oh. That's really hard. That's a really big thing to have in your mouth and still be able to breathe and swim.
Good boy. Shake.
I did it. I did it.
Good job.
I did the thing. Oh, puppy. I'm learning from the older dog. This is how it's done. No, that's not it. No. Oh my God, I'm so glad you didn't hit your head on the cement. I was worried for a second. Little pup was gonna hit his head on that stair. Oh, oh, okay. Back block. Yeah. Oh, what? No. No. That's not okay. You should, no. No. Not okay with dangerous pets people actually own. Some animals should not be pets, y'all. They should be allowed to live their lives the way they were supposed to. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Anyone have any requests? What's the funniest video on YouTube right now? What's the sea doggo? Oh my gosh, you're so squishy. What is happening? All those eyes. Chicken has fish? Oh my gosh. Your face is so small and your body's so big. How long can you do that? Just keep rolling. You can barely move. Just keep rolling. Yeah, there you go. You're fine. Wow. Tiny face. I'm doing a Superman. Yep. Core engagement. This is kind of how I feel right now during our unplanned off season. I feel real squishy. Bye. Okay, sea doggo. Pecking sea doggos. That's silly. Marble races. I am intrigued. What's that? Okay. Let's pick one and see what happens. Get past there.
In their
Let's
third
get
Grand
going.
Prix here in Marbula 1, the short circuit is a quick, blistering lap that throws a lot out.
Whoa, look at this
Hey,
course.
everybody, I'm Greg Woods.
Look at all the challenges.
A long straight, a split, a chicane headed onto the back
Whoa.
stretch, past the lightning tower, onto the front stretch.
All right. Let's just get it going. I want to see these marbles in action.
Is complete. Vespa from the Hornets gets things started in qualifying, and she needs
Oh,
a good
boy.
qualifying and finish. Dead last in points. And absolutely
I don't know much
has
about
to
marble
recover here.
races.
Starts
Is there an
back to
advantage as
Speedway
far as
11
like
at the
weight
Low Motorway.
and
Already starting
size?
the lap now
I
is
would
Nemo
assume for
with
physics.
the Raceway and at Hive Drive. Cross the line for our first time, 18.86, but Nemo is quicker through the first sector. Out of the chicane in the backstretch. The 400's clear, coming down now toward the start-finish line, and Nemo
Reminds me of
gets pole,
how many people had
18.11,
the board game
3/4 of a second
Mousetrap
clear.
growing up?
Robo Dose out on track now. Hasn't finished above 10th place yet.
So much like that. I'm just like waiting
1400s
for
the drift
things to
thus far.
happen.
Razzie begins the lap. Might have clawed back just a little bit, but 3100s. Good enough
I
now
thought that
for
this thing
second
was going to
place
get
for
involved
Robo Dose.
somehow. I guess not.
Razzie half a second down as Wispy begins the lap.
I'm going to help you.
All
Do
came
it.
undone there.
Right over here. Whoop.
Nearly 2 seconds, over 2 seconds back, in fact. Wispy out of the second sector. A little bump right there. That's probably going to lose a lot of time. Bumped the
What about the
entrance
rules
pit
to
lane
Mousetrap?
over a second
Let's
back.
face it. Did any of us
Sublime.
really follow the
16th
rules?
back at the Savage
Like,
Speedway,
it was pretty
10th
much just
at the
like
Mo Motor
set the
Race,
thing
half a
up
second down
and go.
after that long straight
All
in the
we
first
wanted
sector.
was for it to happen. I think we just set
Second,
it up
slowly
over and
wind
over
around
and
the
over
turn.
again and just gave
600th
up on the
becomes
actual game.
10.17. Good enough now for fourth.
Yes, but by the time I set it up, I didn't feel like
Breath
playing
here,
it.
Nemo. On top, 18-11.
Lucy, that's the key.
Down to
You don't play the game. You just set it
20-17.
up
That's the
and
spread
you
thus
just
far.
trigger it
For our
over and
competitors.
over and over again and hope
Snowy
for the
heads
best.
out now. A third-place finisher back at the Savage Speedway sits 17th in points. Through the first sector, already lost 0.6 of a second. You can really make or break you in that first sector for only having
What do they
those two
win?
turns, the drop and then that long straightaway.
Are there
Pretty impressive.
marbles watching the marble races?
Snowy comes
Is that what I
across
saw?
in 6th provisionally.
Are there marbles in the
Anarchy needs
audience?
to bring back half a second out of the second sector. It's grown up to 82 hundredths. Anarchy
I
across
think there
the line.
are. Look at that.
1.2
Those are,
back.
that's a lovely
It's
audience.
the same time, I
Marbles.
believe, 1931. We've seen that time before. Have to see who, but Shock is out on
We've
track
been
now. Best
watching
finisher,
some video
13th
game
back to the
playthroughs
Mo Motorway,
lately
but is
for
400ths
distraction
quicker
in the
heading into
evenings.
the third sector. Shock down the straightaway.
We did a lot of
Did
Life
not
is
get it
Strange,
over
and
a
now Life
second
is Strange 2. Tried to
True, a
watch
pole
Life is
sitter
Strange before
on
the
the Mo
storm,
Motorway.
but it
Second
just
place
wasn't
finisher
as
there is
engaging.
half a second clear and gets the pole position.
Yes, there's an audience of marbles.
1776.
Does like Olympics and other
35
stuff.
hundredths, but look behind. Yellow was also quicker. Oh, and lost quite a bit there. Went from 400ths
Yeah,
up.
If you guys don't know what Life is
1400s
Strange is,
down.
it's a
Only
choice-based
lost one more
video
hundredth
game.
in the final second.
If you've heard of Detroit, it's kind of like that. Not the city, the game. Let's just look up Detroit Become Human instead. It's like this game. This game is better. This game.
Best at introducing things. We've been doing this thing. Here's the thing. It's better. Go on.
Making fun of me for being the best at introducing things. Show me something with Connor. Connor curses 4 times. Some funny movements in the video game. See what happens. So this is a video game. Connor is an android sent by CyberLife. He's trying to help this drunk human. He has to push these buttons to try and make this work.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Get the fuck out of here!
It's very quiet. You should turn it up if you want them to hear it.
Sumo! Attack! Good job. Attack!
They're going detecting. They're going on a mission to
Sexiest
solve a case.
androids in town.
And in
I
this
know why you
future,
insisted on
there are
coming here.
androids that will dance for you.
Oh boy.
Welcome to Eden Club.
Let me see. Is this getting less family friendly? What's the next thing? I'll just skip to the bar. I'm trying to be family friendly right now.
Lieutenant Anderson, I must inform you that I intend to file a report on your behavior.
Oh, that'll get him. Look, he's feeling real good. Oh. What you gonna do now, Connor? You gotta pick
I'm
something.
sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist.
Oh, just
My
keep
instructions
insisting.
stipulate that I have to accompany you.
You know where you can stick your instructions?
No. Where?
Never mind.
Anyway, this is what Detroit Become Human is like.
Fuck, look at that. Our friend, the plastic detective, is back in town. Congratulations on last night. Very impressive.
Hello, Detective Reed.
Never seen an android like you before. Model, are you?
RK-800.
It's
I'm a
written on my
prototype.
shirt.
A prototype? Android detective. So machine's gonna replace us all. Is that it? Hey, bring me a coffee, dipshit. Get a move on!
Wow, in this version, he's just doing whatever.
Do yourself a favor. Stay out of my way.
You want your coffee? I got coffee? No? Oh, okay. Coffee there. Cool. Anyway. It's a very official marble race. Never knew this was a thing. Yeah, I didn't know either. I learned something today. Ugh. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna come back at 6 o'clock for Tail Wagging Podcast. I'm going to tell some stories. I'm really excited about it. I've got them all prepared right here. So if you want to stick around or come back for that, that's gonna happen.
You might want to tell them what a tail wagging podcast is.
Oh, Dan says I should tell you what a tail wagging podcast is. So I have my podcast, Power Through the Fourth Whistle Roller Derby podcast, where I talk about roller derby. And this is my second podcast. It's been on hiatus since the end of December. And now I'm bringing it back because this seems like a really good time where people might just want to laugh and be distracted. And it's a podcast where I find really weird, fun fairy tales, folklore, or stories from history. And I share them with Coach Dan here. And he doesn't usually enjoy the process, but I really enjoy telling the stories. And that's what that podcast is. It's just usually the two of us laughing a lot of the time. And we could all use a laugh right now. I've got two stories this week. One is called Three Strong Women, and the other is how the camel lost its antlers and tail. I think. I wrote down the notes for it like a few weeks ago. And it's going to be a really good time, especially the first story. The first story is very, very wholesome, and I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to be back at 6. This is going to let me use the restroom and be ready to come back with lots of energy. Oh, that would be really nice, Fox. That would be really fun. Just got to get through this time. And I will be back at 6 with fun stories. It's going to be really great. I hope you guys come back too. It's going to just be a good time. So I will see you in a bit.